It's been 3 months, Aliexpress. Where's my guitar? Hey guys, welcome back to the Bald Shredder channel. I'm here today to tell you about my latest Aliexpress custom guitar order. It was exactly 3 months ago to the day that I placed the order and the guitar is still not finished. So what's the issue? What is going on exactly with this guitar? Well, it's a problem with the neck. As I am with all of my custom guitar orders on AliExpress, I was very specific about all the details on the guitar. I specified on the neck, I want no finish, no high gloss, no matte finish, no finish at all, just like the raw wood. Because when I get it, I'm gonna apply a tongue oil finish because they don't have oil finishes. If they could do it, I'd have them do it, but they don't have it. They have two options basically, high gloss and matte, and I don't want either one of those. So I was very clear about that, no finish on the neck. So a few weeks ago, the guy says, the guitar is done, here's some pictures, check out the pictures. Oh, this is another thing guys, and I made sure when I placed the order, and you should always do this if you're ever placing a guitar order on AliExpress, make them show you pictures before they ship it out, because they do make mistakes. So the guy shows me pictures, and I'm looking at it and going, that neck is awfully shiny, and I could tell just by looking at the pictures that they put high gloss all over the entire neck, front, back, fretboard. Why did they do that? I mean, I understand it on certain kinds of guitars, certain styles, but for this guitar, this is like a Jackson Charvel style guitar with a bolt-on maple neck. Why would you put high gloss on the whole thing? Especially after I told them not to. So I tell the guy, there's a problem here, buddy. You've got high gloss all over the neck when I specifically said no finish on the neck. And at that point, it had already been 60 days. Like, I gave him 60 days to make the guitar. That's fine. I know it takes that long. I'm patient. I can wait. But it's right at the end of the 60 days. They took the whole time. The neck is wrong. And I'm going, that's unacceptable. You're gonna have to make a new neck. And the guy was very nice about it. He apologized. He said, I'm sorry. Okay, we'll make a new neck. We're gonna need like 2 weeks. So I extended the processing time for another 14 days. No problem. I can wait, no big deal. So the 2 weeks go by, or almost the 2 weeks. There was like 1 day left, and the guy messages me with some pictures of the neck. And he's like, okay, here's the neck, check it out. Is this acceptable? So I'm looking at the neck, and I'm going, yeah, it looks like raw wood, like looks like there's no finish. Except I'm looking at the fretboard, and the fretboard is noticeably darker than like the back of the neck and the headstock and everywhere. So then I'm going, you know what? They didn't make a new neck. All they did was remove the high gloss from the back of the neck and all over the headstock, but it still got the high gloss on the fretboard. Seriously? So I messaged the guy back again, and I'm like, friend, is the high gloss still on the fretboard? Because you can see it's a different color. And he's like, oh yeah, the high gloss is still on the fretboard. And so I tell the guy, again, this is not acceptable. This is not what I asked for. This is not what I paid for. And I'm sure he was getting frustrated, right? Because it was taking so long, and they're trying to not have to make a new neck because that's gonna cost them money. They're gonna lose money on the neck that they already made. But I don't need to feel bad about that because that's not my fault. They didn't follow the directions. They screwed up, so they need to fix it. So then he proceeds to tell me, well, it's gonna take a long time to make a new neck. And I say, okay, well, how long's a long time? And he tells me 3 weeks. I'm like, okay, well, that's not that long considering I've already waited 2.5 months. And I just said, okay, and I extended it for another 3 weeks. And the 3 weeks ended yesterday. So the guy literally messages me when there's 2 hours left on the processing time. Now, if they don't mark that guitar as shipped before the end of the processing time, AliExpress automatically refunds me 100%, full refund. And at this point, I was just waiting to see what was gonna happen. I was not gonna message the guy and be like, hey, we're almost out of time, what's going on? I wasn't gonna add more days without hearing from the guy. I was just gonna let it run out and get a refund and just be like, hey, I guess this is somebody trying to tell me that you shouldn't get this guitar or whatever. But anyway, the guy did message me and he said, the neck is not done, we need another week. And again, that was yesterday, and so I was like, okay, all right, I put another 7 days on there. But when he messaged me, he said a week or so. So I'm not even confident that the new neck is going to be done by the end of the 7 days, and he might ask me to add on another week, another few days. I mean, at this point though, it's been like 3 months, so what's another week, right? I mean, I guess at some point I have to just like call it a day and be like, no, I mean, this has just gone on long enough, but I haven't reached that point yet. So I'm hoping that the neck will be finished and they'll be able to ship out that guitar within a week or so, hopefully, fingers crossed. Oh, by the way, you're all sitting there going, dude, you didn't tell us what guitar did you order? Well, I kind of didn't want to tell you guys. I wanted to keep it a surprise, so when I do the official review and demo video for the guitar, you're seeing it for the first time. You're like, wow, hey, look at that, that's cool. But since I'm doing a video about it, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what the guitar is. Okay, you know one of my favorite guitar players is Phil Collen from Def Leppard, one of my favorite bands. You see the Def Leppard guitar right there. So this is a copy of another one of his signature models. Not the PC1, there was a variation of that, a cheaper version called the PC3. Anybody remember that from 20 years ago or something? So the reason that it was cheaper is because it didn't have the Floyd Rose. Yay, I don't like Floyd Roses anyway. It had the Wilkinson 2-point floating trem, which I really like. It still had the same pickup configuration, humbucker, 2 single coils, but it does not have the sustainer. So it doesn't have that extra electronics, extra switches, whatever. It's just gonna have a volume, a tone, and then the 5-way blade switch. But same dinky body shape, bolt-on neck, maple fretboard, 24 frets, Strat head, and it should be pretty cool. Depending on the neck, I gave all my usual measurements for the neck to make sure that it's got a thin profile and not that big fat baseball bat chunky that they sometimes do. So hopefully they get it right. Alright guys, so that's the story. I'm waiting for them to make the new neck this week. Hopefully get that thing put together, package it up, and ship it out to me, and as soon as I get it, I'll be doing a video to show you guys the whole thing and talk all about it and play it. Okay guys, so let me know what you think about all this. Would you be willing to wait this long? Would you keep extending the processing time when they keep screwing up the neck? And what do you think about that? They just removed the gloss from the back of the neck and they left it on the fretboard? I mean, come on, what's up with that? Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.